Brandy Martin here, owner of Feed Your Soul Fitness, your mind and body transformation specialist. Today I wanted to show you one of the pieces of equipment that we use in a lot of our personal training sessions and a lot of our group classes. It's called a Wobble pod, and it's basically a cushion here filled with air. One side is a little bit more smooth while the other side has these little spikes on them. And we use these to challenge your stability, to help strengthen your core muscles, and to also help strengthen your ankle stability. So there's a variety of different ways that you can use these, but I'm going to show you two different ways that you can add these into your exercise routine. So definitely get yourself a pair of them and inflate them enough that you feel comfortable and stable, and you'll start by standing on them. So you can place yourself next to a wall if you need a little bit of stability. Otherwise, you're going to go ahead and stand on top with your feet right to the center, and you'll notice right off the bat, you may be pushing forward, you may be pushing back, you may be rolling side to side. And that's just part of the process. You may need to use your arms, but notice as you strengthen up your leg muscles, tighten up your core muscles, that it will get easier to balance. You want to work on having really tall posture here, so making sure that you're not pushing your hips forward, but that you're really reaching up out of the top of your head. Once you feel yourself balanced and a little bit more stable, then you can start to add weights into your exercises. So I've got a set of 8-pound weights here, but you can grab any set that feels good for you. And you can perform things on here like bicep curls. That will challenge your core. You can also add in overhead presses by reaching up above. And then you can add in things like squats, which is going to be a little bit more of an advanced movement. So once you feel comfortable with that, squats, you're going to keep your weights by your side and sit back into your hips and begin to stand. Sit back into your hips and back to standing. So those are some of the different exercises you can do while standing on the wobble pods. And then next I'm going to show you a couple of exercises you can do on the floor. So setting your wobble pods down onto a mat, go ahead and sit your hips pretty close to the wobble pods, place your feet onto them, and then begin with bridge lifts by lifting your hips off the floor and give your glutes a nice good squeeze, and then lower down again. Lift up and squeeze and lower down. And you're going to be feeling that through your hamstrings. You can also take this into a single leg exercise with one leg all the way up into the air. You're going to get a little less height here, but that's okay, as it's going to isolate the leg that's on the wobble pod. You're going to feel that pretty deep through the hamstrings and through the glutes. So we look forward to seeing you in a class very soon at Feed Your Soul Fitness, where we will be using our wobble pods to challenge your stabilization and help you build core strength. Have a great day.